World Series is finally here. So we're going to find out who the 2025 world champion is going to be. And for Toronto, it's the first time that they've been there since they won back-to-back titles in the early 90s. And for the Dodgers, I feel like they've become kind of the evil empire. Won last year, won 2020, and they paid a lot of money to do that. For the Cubs, it's all about trying to figure out what it's going to take for them to be in this fold next year. And could it be adding a starting pitcher that they've been rumored to have a lot of interest in for years, and that'd be Shane Bieber of the Blue Jays. We'll talk about that. Could Ryan Helsley be coming to the Cubs? Some people think he is, or he might be. Cade Horton won the Rookie of the Year. At least the Sporting News is Rookie of the Year. I think that's a precursor to winning the Rookie of the Year. And a couple of Cubs defenders, can you guess who they are? Won the SIS Fielding Bible Award for, well, being great fielders. And the two guys that won, shoo-ins. I think you guys know who they are. We're going to get into all that right now on the Cubs Baseball channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the QR code, join us at AveD, and let's get this thing started. Let's talk a little bit of Cubs baseball on the day that the World Series starts. What do you say, everybody? It's Mick Gillespie, Cubs Baseball Channel. Great to have you guys here today in studio. Boom, you like my shirt? I do. Just got it. And can't wait to talk about what's going on with the Cubs. Hey, do you want one of these hats? Well, we're giving them away right now through AveD. Hit the QR code and be somebody that wins one, or you can buy one. Put your email address in the comments section if you're interested, and we can sell you one and mail it out. But anyway, thank you all for being here, being part of our channel on a daily basis. It means a lot to me, and it's fun to talk Cubs baseball with you guys, the most educated audience in baseball right here. All right, we've heard this for a long time. The Cubs interested in Shane Bieber. If he would have came to the Cubs at the deadline, it would not have surprised me. Toronto took a risk because he was coming back from Tommy John surgery, and they ended up taking a good risk because it paid off for him, right? And now he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and everybody kind of feels like, or at least the experts do, that this is a guy that the Cubs are going to target again. And I could see that happening, right? Mark Feinsand of MLB.com, he's an insider, had 3 potential spots for Bieber to land at the end of the season, right? So you're talking about a 2-time All-Star, the 2020 AL Cy Young Award winner. He's a guy who dealt with the UCL injury in his throwing elbow, got back from it. He's 31 years old, still has some great years to go. And since August 22nd, when he made his 2025 debut, 4-2 record, 3.57 ERA. That's in 7 regular season starts. And then, obviously a guy that gets a lot of ground balls, throws strikes, can get the strikeouts as well. Cubs are going to be looking for help in the rotation. And some of you guys are going to go, well, it's not only that, but the Cubs love to go after the bargain bin. I don't know that Shane Bieber's bargain bin, though. I think that a healthy Shane Bieber on the right pitching staff with the right pitching coach, and Tommy Hotovy's excellent at that job, could be someone that can help you win. And you slide him in there, Justin Steele, Cade Horton, Matthew Boyd, Jamison Tyone, maybe add a couple more guys. Cubs would have a very good pitching staff, and it could be a direction that they go. I hope the Cubs target guys like Dylan Cease. Is Shota Imanaga coming back? Throw him in there if he is. I think with Shota, and we talked about this before, it's What Shota do you think's going to pitch in 25? Are you worried about a dip in velo? And, is he falling in the wrong direction? Or was he tired? And could they tweak him and make him better? I don't know. He'll pitch for somebody. And I certainly hope it's the Cubs. I really do. But the rotation could always use help. And I wouldn't be surprised if Shane Bieber isn't the guy that the Cubs rely on as maybe one of their big free agent acquisitions. Now, another pitcher that all of us know from the Cardinals, or at least his days in St. Louis, is Ryan Helsley. And, starting to see some rumors now that maybe Helsley is going to be the, one of those pitchers that you see with the Cubs. And it's Fine Sand that kind of mentioned this guy in an article in October, couple days ago. Helsley, 4-2 record, 3.94 ERA, 10 saves, 27 appearances in his career against the Cubs. And he's going to get somewhere in the 3-year, $50 million range. And the Cubs, could get him at a cheap price because, he was great with the Cardinals. And then he goes to the Mets, and he just wasn't that good. So it's going to cost him some money. But I think the Cubs look at him and go, man, this guy can throw over 100 miles an hour. A lot of the experts are saying one of the areas where the Cubs have got to improve, is guys that have a lot of velo, hard throwers, swing and miss guys. And you got Daniel Palencia. Who knows what's going to happen with the rest of the bullpen? I couldn't sit here and speculate because I have no idea. They surprise me every year. But with all of that said, hey, you want to spend a little bit of money, go out there and get someone that can help shut down the late innings. And Helsley's one of those guys. Somebody's going to pay him. Remember last year the Cubs were in the mix for some high leverage relievers. They didn't get them. Now, this could be that guy for this year's team. And I feel like the Cubs need to just kind of tick it up just a little bit more. Like, I think that they were a dominant starter away from beating the Brewers. Some injuries impacted that as well. And then could they have beaten the Dodgers? I don't know. But I don't think that it would be impossible to beat them. They beat them in the regular season. So, adding to this roster is going to be one of those important things. Helsley could be the guy to help out there, right? And and I'm certainly interested in that. Now, let's talk about our guy Cade Horton, who is the Sporting News Rookie of the Year. When I was a kid, I used to get the Sporting News. As a paper. I don't even know if they have a paper anymore, but they still named the Rookie of the Year, and in the National League, it was Horton. That does not surprise me at all, right? I mean, this is one of those like where you look at it and you go, well, very likely he was going to win anyway, but well-deserved. I wish that he would have been available to the Cubs in the postseason, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll see if he wins the Rookie of the Year. I think he's going to keep on winning Rookie of the Year awards. He was one of the best pitchers in baseball second half of the season. And, I know that he would have liked to have been available for the Cubs down, in the postseason. And that just didn't happen, right? Because of the injury. But, to nail this, then it's a great thing, right? 265 earned run average, 81 innings. Opponent batting average 181. That was what he did, like coming through the system with the Cubs in 23, 24. Dude had a 110 ERA in 16 innings, got promoted to AAA, and it looked like this was going to happen like that year in 24. Got hurt, done, right? So he comes out and, in this year kind of got off to what I would call, I don't want to say struggled, but it was a slow start. And then all of a sudden, All-Star break happens and he catches fire. and he just leads the Cubs to the playoffs. I mean, like, he was the one guy you could count on as the season progressed for the Cubs. I think it's an easy pick for Rookie of the Year, just like the Sporting News named yesterday. 11-4, 2.67 ERA, had a 1.08 WHIP. He was so good second half of the season. And just, again, just sick that he wasn't able to help the Cubs in the postseason, because I think he would have won his playoff game against the Brewers, and I think that would have made a difference in that series, right? And the Cubs wouldn't have had to pitch a bullpen game, maybe in that game 5, right? Like you have a regular starter. Would have been great to see him against Mezarowski, but we didn't get that. All right, final thing on today's show, the SIS Fielding Bible Awards, right? I saw this. I'm like, okay, what the Fielding Bible Award, right? Well, playing good defense is what matters, right? And the Cubs had 2 guys named to the Fielding Bible Awards, the 20th annual Fielding Bible Awards, presented by SIS. And it's second baseman Nico Horner and center fielder Hollywood Pete Crow Armstrong. Are you shocked at all by this? The answer is no. Absolutely no. Nico Horner was amazing. His advanced defensive metrics were amazing. But you saw it. You didn't need to see any of that. And then Pete Crow Armstrong, I mean, look, dude, he is the best in baseball. You're talking about the best player in the game. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, how do I take you seriously? But I got to tell you, it was Cade Rafaela of the Red Sox that won the Fielding Bible Award for center field. Pete Crow Armstrong's the best player in defensive player at any position in baseball. No offense to Rafaela. I mean, I know he's made some electric catches, but Pete's better. So one Cub won, and then I don't even know how seriously I can even take this if Pete Crow Armstrong lost this award to anybody else. But I mean, look, I could have an award ceremony. I could say, hey, I'm going to give an award away to this and this and this. And you know what? I mean, whether we do it or not, who cares? So I don't even know if I can take the Fielding Bible Awards seriously because Pete didn't win. So they got one Cub and then another one that should have won. What do you guys think? I find it ridiculous. I just think that the best player defensively at any position is Pete Crow Armstrong. And to skip him, it's kind of like, you know what? I don't even take you seriously. I don't even know why I talked about him on here today. All right. You guys tell me what you think. World Series, who's going to win? Get in there. Make sure you hit that QR code and sign up. You got Bears coming up. We got that in there. We got college football. We got World Series winner, all that. AveD, join Mick Nation, pick some games, have a good time, and then get in the comments section. And if you want a hat, hey, we're going to give them away there with the cash prizes and everything else. We also, remember, we gave away tickets to the playoffs when the Cubs got there. We're going to continue to do that stuff. And we're going to give away swag. So AveD, Mick Nation, QR code, and then comment section. If you want to buy a hat, just all you got to do is give me your email address, and we'll email you how to buy one. But the swag is here, and we got some swag. All right. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Thank you guys for being here. We are presented by our friends in the Smoky Mountains. You want to get away from Indiana, Iowa, Illinois. You want to get to the mountains. You can have a good time, like where you're going back into nature. They got you covered in Sevierville. It's right there by Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, all those cool places. Yeah, Sevierville is fantastic, and we appreciate them for being a part of it. As you plan your next vacation, check them out.
When you head to the Smoky Mountains, it's only natural to visit Sevierville.
Even we had to check it out.
And we've been here our whole lives.
Experience the adventure of a lifetime.
I'm king of the world!
Even you can get a bird's eye view of the Smokies.
You're going down, Billy. Whoa.
Your Smokies start here.